Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Idiom's Origin. We've all done it. Ignored something we know we should have paid attention to. In English, we say we turn a blind eye. But did you know this phrase has a very specific and famous historical root? Today, we're going to tell the story of a brave admiral who literally turned a blind eye to save the day. Meaning of to turn a blind eye. First, let's clarify the meaning. To turn a blind eye means to intentionally ignore a bad situation or a rule you should be following. It's an act of willful ignorance, pretending you didn't see something. The historical origin story. This phrase comes directly from a real-life event and a famous historical figure. British Admiral Horatio Nelson. Nelson was a brilliant naval commander during the early 19th century, but he had a physical handicap. He was blind in one eye. In 1801, Nelson was part of a major sea battle against the Danish fleet in Copenhagen. During the intense fighting, Nelson's superior officer, Admiral Parker, became nervous about the danger. He raised a signal flag, ordering Nelson to retreat immediately. Nelson's officers saw the signal and pointed it out to him. But Nelson didn't want to retreat. He believed they were close to a victory. So, he raised his telescope to his face, but instead of using his good eye, he put the telescope up to his blind eye. He then famously said, "I have a right to be blind sometimes. I really do not see the signal." By pretending not to see the order, Nelson continued the attack and ultimately secured a decisive victory for the British. Early usage and evolution. The story of Nelson's strategic use of his blindness quickly spread, and the phrase to turn a blind eye entered popular language. It was first used in newspapers and literature in the early 1800s, solidifying its meaning. It became a perfect way to describe someone who deliberately ignores something for their own gain or to achieve a goal. Modern usage and examples. Today, we use this idiom in many different contexts. For example, the teacher turned a blind eye to the student who was cheating on the test. The company decided to turn a blind eye to the rising pollution levels to save money. My parents turned a blind eye to my messy room as long as I got good grades. Conclusion. So, the next time you hear someone turn a blind eye, you'll know it's more than just a phrase. It's a direct reference to a brilliant and rebellious act by a famous admiral who risked everything to win a battle. That's it for this episode of the Idiom's Origin. What fascinating idiom should we explore next? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories behind the words we use every day.